Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks and geeks of all ages, thank you for joining me, David Gable, on the Geek Galaxy Limited. Yes, I'm still doing YouTube videos, and I'm still talking superheroes, because I don't have a lot of free time left, and I want to talk about stuff. And yes, I am in a totally different room. It is barren, it's messy, just like the rest of the house that we're living in right now. But I'm moving soon to college, and this won't be the same, so I'll keep being in different rooms until I can't film anymore. But that's not important right now. What is important is Ghost Rider in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC. Yeah, I'll watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. What are you gonna do about it? I like this show. I think it's good. I think it's always been good. I don't know where the haters are coming from. But anyway, let me give you just a brief flashback or a brief catch up on where I am with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So pretty much every year that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been out, I have not really been able to keep up with it on ABC. First year, I was watching it up until the mid-season finale, and then I just kind of fell out of it because I was doing other stuff. And then the last two seasons, I was living in Germany, so I couldn't watch them as they came out live. Because I was going to boarding school, and I wasn't able to catch it there, and it was just, timing was weird. But I have been able to watch everything on Netflix, and it's always been really good. It's been a good time. Me and my brother and my sister and my dad, we enjoy the hell out of it. Yeah, just a quick reminder, I know about the audio. It's gonna be weird, but it's okay. It's a short video. Anyway, so by the time Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 had finished, and by the time Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. were going to Comic-Con, I had known that Ghost Rider was going to be in the Season 4, and it was going to be a big focus of Season 4. And it was before I had finished Season 3, so I wasn't really aware of what was going to happen, what might cause Ghost Rider to show up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I'll be honest with you, when I first heard about Ghost Rider being Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I was kind of disappointed. I mean, I'm not overly familiar with the character, granted, but to me, Ghost Rider had always been a character on a Daredevil level or a Jessica Jones level. You know what I mean? Somebody who's just a little bit edgier, maybe a little bit more Punisher-y. As a matter of fact, he kind of is the demon version of Punisher. So to me, I always thought he would work best on a Netflix show, using his fire chain and his fire motorcycle and the vroom vroom and whatnot. Apparently, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. think he's good for their show. And when I first heard that, I was like, no, I don't think so. But I digress. That was still before I'd watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3, which, to me, was the best season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't feel like I'm saying agents right. Agents. Agents. Weird word to say. Never mind that. We're talking about Ghost Rider. So anyway, to my dismay? Pleasure? I'm not really sure which one yet. Ghost Rider on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not going to be the Ghost Rider that even general audiences are familiar with. This is going to be the Ghost Rider that is different from Johnny Cage, or the Nicolas Cage version of Ghost Rider. And this Ghost Rider actually drives a muscle car, which I think is actually kind of cool. But that's not the big highlight. This Ghost Rider's name is... I don't know his name. Ghost Rider, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Robbie Reyes. Yes, so actor Gabriel Luna is going to be playing the Robbie Reyes version of Ghost Rider, who drives a muscle car rather than a motorbike or a flaming horse. Now, while that's okay, I mean, that's not the Ghost Rider I necessarily know or enjoy. What I do find interesting is that they're still going forward with it. I mean, hell, Marvel has only had Ghost Rider for a couple years back now, and they already throw him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? What? Really? I mean, I get it. His movies were pretty bad, so you probably have bad blood with the general audience anyway. But I could have assumed you could have made a little bit more money out of him. And like I said, if you were not going to at least make a movie about him, you could have put him on Netflix. Huh? That would have been cool. Have a flaming chain and Firehead. And honestly, the best thing about Ghost Rider is that it's Johnny Cage's conflict with the character. Or at least as I know him, Johnny Cage's conflict with his inner demon. His literal inner demon. So you wouldn't even need all the special effects to make the whooshy whooshy flame head all the time. But apparently I don't know what's best for the character. Apparently Marvel does, and I'm going to trust them so far because pretty much every product that they've put out has been amazing. And not only that, but my tune has really changed as well ever since hearing and seeing how good Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 was. I mean, damn, that had some really good storytelling, really strong character development. Not so fond of Daisy, though. She got annoying a lot towards the end. But it's okay. And see, this is actually where I'm starting to think maybe I don't know what's best for each of these characters. Now, I know that's pretty big of me to say, but I mean, as fans, we have certain value of the characters. We take certain ownership of the characters, which is completely understandable. When we get so much good out of them, we like to hold on to them, to those identities. I mean, hell, we all pretty much feel like we know Robert Downey Jr. So after seeing him play Iron Man so many times. He practically is Iron Man. So I don't think it's necessarily weird for me to say, no, I like Ghost Rider a certain way, and I will only watch him a certain way. You know what? I've kind of also come to the realization that when it comes to Marvel, they know what's best, and I just have to accept that. I mean, hell, I didn't want to see Inhumans on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't want to see Ghost Rider on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't want to see Lash on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But so far, the 2 out of the 3 that they've put on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that I've seen has been really, really good. I mean, at least, you know, television standard. I don't know if it'd be that good on movies, but that's why it's on TV. So throughout all this mishmash of information and throughout all this hullabaloo of Ghost Rider being in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I finally accepted that Marvel Television knows what they're doing. Whether it's ABC or whether it's Netflix, they really know how to tell a well-constructed story, have some fun action, have some heart, and even some humor. I don't know if I necessarily trust them the same way that I trust Marvel Studios that makes the movies, but I trust Marvel TV to deliver a couple hours of entertaining story time. I hope you do too, because at the end of the day, we're all just kind of looking to have fun stories to be told. I mean, hell, you look at DC and how they've been doing, it's been hit or miss so far. I think the least fans could do would trust that Marvel knows what they're doing. They're familiar with the system, they're familiar with how they need to do their work, and that they're going to deliver a fun and entertaining product. I mean, at least I've accepted that. I mean, it's cool if you don't want to. There are examples of where this kind of thing doesn't work. I mean, you look at Ghostbusters this summer, you look at Suicide Squad, you look at Batman v Superman, again, DC. It's just not always going to work every single time. And you can be disappointed by that, and you can hold a grudge. That's your right. I mean, honestly, that grudge might save you from being hurt in the future. I'm just saying, for me personally, I've been turned around. Especially after hearing that Gabriel Luna was going to play it, and it was going to be another diverse character, which is great for TV and film. And honestly, I might be okay if Ghost Rider never gets his flames on at all this season. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be great, but I'd be okay if maybe they saved it for later. Although I have a feeling that since they've gotten so much positive feedback from this past season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., their budget's going to be bumped up a bunch. After seeing things like Hive and Lash on the show, I actually am very much looking forward to seeing what they do with Ghost Rider. But hey, those are my thoughts. You're welcome to yours, and if you have some, share them with me. I want to hear about them. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching my video on Ghost Rider. I hope you enjoyed it. I was bored. I just wanted to talk about him a little bit, especially after I just finished Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3. It was a great season. Anyway, what do you think about Ghost Rider? If you want to comment, give me a comment. If you like this video, you can share it, give it a thumbs up, you know, spread it along the interweb. You can follow this channel on Instagram at the Geek Galaxy blog with underscores in between each word. So it's the_geek_galaxy_blog. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at DaveGable64. And you can check out my blog where I actually write stuff at www.thegeekgalaxy.blogspot.com. I wrote a whole bunch of DC stuff there, so if you're Marvel, you might not be as into it, but hey, who knows? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks and geeks of all ages, thank you so much for sitting here and just listening to me rant a little bit. See you next time, and as always, live long and prosper.